We're here at Vapor House in Chicago, Illinois, right outside Chicago and Displays.
Yep, and mainly I just wanted to do this to kind of get on and discuss the new FDA rules, the tobacco rules as I've heard them
Deeming
called.
tobacco nastiness. Well, we hear a lot of stuff here in the shop, and we're live here in the shop today, as we always will be. So in the future, when we get all famous with this and we're doing good ones, we could go back and laugh at this first broadcast and how friggin' cheesy this is today. But we do have a lot of people that come through the shop, and a lot of people have the same concerns and ask the same questions. And they look up to us as having at least the finger on the pulse of the industry. And what we could say about things is what all we could say about things.
Well, what can we say?
Well,
what if you could so first, what is the quick answer that you don't get into too much controversy? It just kind of lays out the bare basic bones.
Well, if things go the FDA's way and we can't stop anything, let's just say, as of tomorrow, May 10th, 90 days. We have 90 days to get new products on the shelf. Now, this is how I see it, looking at Safada and the Casa and all the information that we get and what we hear in the shop. It's all speculative. Nothing's 100%, but it's 90 days from tomorrow. We have to get new flavors out, new equipment out, and new anything out. After that, nothing new. But then we're going to get to probably go for about 21 months at least, from the way I'm reading it. I could be wrong. Everything's changing every day here. This is what I was talking about and hearing about today. So we have a solid 2 years of things, not as usual, but we'll be able to vape.
So you can use all the inventory you have right now,
yes,
and your suppliers.
And we can still keep buying and supplying the same stuff that we have now. There may be an instance where I think it reads, we cannot give away free samples. Now, is that giving out bottles of things? Or is that the sample bar, like what's over here, where people are tasting everything?
So is it kind of up to the interpretation of the shop owners?
No, nothing's ever going to be up to the interpretation of the shop
but I mean,
owners.
how do they enforce this?
Well, there's a lot of shops and there's not a lot of police, so I imagine if we wanted to be white hat about it, we could just charge everybody a dime if they want to try the free flavors. The little safety condom tips that we all use for the mouth guards, those already cost me 3 to 7 cents, depending on which ones we get, to pay another dime so that everybody could taste the great flavors and make a better consumer choice. I don't mind eating that cost.
But still,
some places are going to get... Who knows what they could do? This is a brave new world. It's a new industry. It's a complete mystery to most of us.
Well, so what is if you pull back and look at the big picture, what are you kind of seeing going on here?
Well, the big picture, I look at it as the ever-present conspiracy theory of the government likes to run us.
Likes to run us?
And they're running us, and they want to control us. They want to control their tobacco, and Big Tobacco wants to have its money. And it has control of the FDA. If you look at the 500-page document, which we've only had a couple of 72 hours to look at it, it's pretty all-encompassing. It basically says that everything in this shop, everything in this vape is now labeled tobacco. This drip tip right here that I could take off and sell must be labeled a tobacco product. The extra spare piece of glass, even though it probably fits something else in the world that has nothing to do with vape, is also tobacco. Canthol's tobacco, organic cotton is tobacco. 18650 batteries. These are now a tobacco product and are listed as a tobacco product, and we have to label them as
But
that.
How can they do that when they have nothing to do with actual tobacco?
Well, the FDA could say whatever they say things are.
But don't we get nicotine? Doesn't most nicotine for vaping come from